What a wild offseason it's been for the Ravens, guys. I mean, we signed Ronnie Stanley. Mark Andrews is still on the team. D-Hop is now wide receiver 3. Ben Cleveland is still on the roster. I mean, guys, we got a lot of catching up to do. Guys, before we get into this, welcome to the show. I've been flirting with this idea for so long, so to finally be here and live it is just like, So let's begin with arguably the biggest move that the Ravens made this offseason, which is re-signing Ronnie Stanley. I feel like every good team in the NFL has that one player on their offensive line where you look at him and you're like, that guy's a dog. And, to me, I know, say what you want about Ronnie Stanley, but to me, I feel like Ronnie Stanley is that dog on our offensive line. I mean, you look at the guy that Lamar looks to as the leader of the line, and it's always Ronnie Stanley. I mean, you always see him being super critical of Ronnie, or if he's going to talk to anyone on the line, it's Ronnie. This man was a first-team All-Pro in 2019, y'all. I mean, you can say what you want about his production because of his injury history after that, but coming off of the year that he just had, isn't he in the Pro Bowl? So let's get one thing straight. Ronnie Stanley, dog. We want to talk about another dog on the team? Ben Cleveland. Yeah, baby, I can't believe this man's still on the team. We got big country. I'm not going to lie to you. When this dude got a DUI, I thought he was gone. But you know what? That's just why I'm not the GM. I mean, good depth. I just hope the Ravens use him. But let's get to what everyone wants to talk about, right? And that's Pat Ricard is still on the goddamn team. I love Pat Ricard. That's it. He's our fullback. I'm just excited that he's back. When I look at him, it just makes my day better. And it arouses me. Brandon Stevens, the reincarnation of Osama bin Laden himself, has signed with the Jets, where careers go to die. I don't know what happened to this dude. Like, I genuinely, I still don't even know how to think about him. Because it's like, he was a dog in 2023. Like, him and Darby were both like, oh my God, like, these dudes got to stay. So, like, when we re-signed Stevens, even though I was a bigger fan of Darby, to be honest with you, and I didn't really hear much about him this year, it is what it is. But to have at least him, I was like, oh, let's go. Like, he was a solid corner. What the hell happened? Like, what the fuck? This dude was burnt ass toast. I don't think this dude made a single stop the entire year. It's enough about that freaking guy. I can't stand him. One dude I can stand, though. Look at this beautiful man. You see this beautiful man signed an extension? Tylan Wallace, still a Raven, still a dog. Hope he gets more opportunities this year. But if he doesn't, it just means that DeAndre Hopkins is balling his ass out. It sure took him long enough to sign this man. Golly. Now I know all the fans on Twitter, oh my God, they're signing another, it's like Odell all over again. It's like we signed Des Bryant. It's like we signed Deshaun Jackson. Brother, we got Zay and we got Bateman. As long as this man puts up 500 yards, we good. I'm not expecting this man to come in here and be prime DeAndre Hopkins. Like, we don't need that. And that's why when people were going out and saying, like, oh, we need to trade for Cooper Kupp, or, oh, we need to go out and trade for Tyreek or DK Metcalf, like, sure, it would have been nice. And I love me some DK Metcalf. Look, if that man signed on the team, maybe I'd change my tune. But realistically speaking, we don't need a DK Metcalf. We don't need a Tyreek. We just needed a wide receiver 3. And that's it. I hope he puts up a solid wide receiver 3 year. You can't look me in the eye and say you wouldn't have felt better about that Bills game last year if DeAndre Hopkins was on the team, right? Zay went out and it was just Bateman, and Bateman got hurt for a little bit. You're telling me you wouldn't be happy about having DeAndre Hopkins on your team? Get the fuck out of here. So that's another biggie. Now we're getting into like the real nitty gritty stuff. Jake Hummel is a Raven. Cool, we got some linebacker depth. Holy shit, how did I forget to talk about this? Cooper Rush is a Raven. I ain't even trying to be funny when I say this. Was this man a DEI hire? Maybe I should cut this part out of the video. This is only my first episode, and I'm already out here talking freaking crazy. But no, Cooper Rush. I love this move. You know, it might be a hefty price tag, but we have arguably the best backup in the league. Like, point to another backup quarterback and tell me who's better. So God forbid we lose Lamar for a couple games. I mean, this dude gives us a chance. So I'm all for it. And you see, if we spent the money on a wide receiver like Cooper Kupp, we wouldn't have had this money. See how that works? Now let's talk about who's highest on my keep list. Like, this is the player that I most want the Ravens to re-sign. Now, that was Ronnie Stanley. So, to be fair, I've already, like, gotten what I wanted. But if I'm being greedy, please re-sign our Darius Washington. Please! That man is a Raven. That man is a freaking Raven. Now, the defense was kind of down bad at the beginning of the season, but after this dude stepped in with Kyle back at safety, come on, bro. So that's my greedy re-signing. Now, Michael Pierce, the big man, also announced his retirement. I mean, rightfully so. You make the play of your career. You've been in the league for what, like 10, 11 years at this point? Like, go out with a bang, dude. And we lost Malik Harrison to the Steelers. Cool. So before we get out of here, what are our needs, right? What do we still need? I think we still need, we need another solid corner. If we don't re-sign our Darius, we need a safety. We just want a solid edge rusher. Like a solid edge rusher, please. A lot of people are pointing them fingers at Calais Campbell. Like, hey, bro, come back here. This is so random, but you know what's funny? I couldn't stop laughing at that video of Tyreek getting arrested. And Calais Campbell just shows up out of nowhere. Hey, bro, ain't do nothing. I think that's about all I can yap about today. I mean, these are all thoughts that I've had in my head for a while. So, like, to finally let them loose is like... Make sure you like the video, subscribe, all that stuff. And hey, new videos every week. All right, see you guys.